if you look at Tesla, sure, the 20 is bending and is pointing down, but look at the breakout. Always look at how it all started. This is a bullish breakout. So this is just a pullback, very, very sloppy. It's at support, by the way, if I may point out. We might retest the top of that base, come down to here, basically. We might, but Tesla is also in an uptrend. I mean, so we're putting in a pullback, a 3-week pullback, but I wouldn't freak out over it. I have a long-term position in it, but I think it'll be all right. For now, it's a bit sloppy, and in the shorter term, looks a little bit lower. Remember, I told you to trail half. I actually gave it to 456.89. This should be 457 something, 457.50. So normally I just give it 10-15 cents below, but in this case I gave it 62 cents below. So I trailed some over here. It was going parabolic. We talked about it actually in one of those live streams. But now that it's pulled back, is not the time to exit. If I was, if I had the whole position, I wouldn't exit, because I think we've had a 3-week pullback. And don't forget about the market. The market is the ocean, that lifts all boats. So the tide that lifts all boats. So eventually, I think when all is said and done, we'll go back up. But for now, yes, it's not the best, nicest looking chart. But as a longer term trader in Tesla, I'm okay with it. I'm in them long. I have a pretty big position in Baba, to tell you the truth. So it's down several $1,000s for me today. But look, I'm looking at the monthly chart, and I see that same pattern. The monthly starting to the 20 starting to curl and starting to look higher. That's Baba. Look at the FXI. That double bottom staying bullish. I don't love the FXI the way it looks. Let's take a look at the yen. That's the leveraged ETF. Look at JD. That's a beautiful monthly chart. I'm bullish on China. We'll see what ends up happening. I've been bullish before and wrong about China too, but I'm bullish. The charts are turning bullish on the monthly time frame. So I have a bunch. Of China stocks long. So we'll see. I have the yen, I have the CWeb, I have Baba, I have a bunch. I have a whole bunch. So we'll see. I like the charts, and I don't really try to pay too much attention to the news, because the charts are my truth, and I'm gonna stick with my truth. Basically, if the charts fail, then I take my loss and look somewhere else, find some other opportunity. But as long as we don't break that recent pivot that formed on a lot of the China stocks, including JD, including Baba, right? This recent pivot, then I'm gonna stay long. So that's my thesis on China, at least. There's not a lot of quality plays. The ABT triggered for us in the newsletter. This is a weekly 1, 2, 3. So notice the breakout bar, and then it's not a narrow range bar, whatever you want to call this bar, feel free. But that's a 1, 2, 3 play that triggered today for us. I also have a call on the ORC, which is these things don't usually move, but when they move, they might explode. This is a real estate stock. So in a very, very long-term downtrend since 2017, looks like. And notice what's happening here, starting to maybe fail on the downtrend. So I like this. I have a call on it. It hasn't triggered. It's over 850 is the call. So up here, we'll see if this one triggers. I really love the Affirm. I played it long twice. 2 different positions. Got out of it when it broke down right here. And I'm looking to get back in it on this weekly buy setup. So you see it. So over that bar high. Now, why do I like the Affirm? You look at the weekly chart. It doesn't look so good. Well, look at the monthly chart. This killer has room to 150, 160. So I really like the Affirm, but it does need to, I would love for it to base a little bit more. Even if it doesn't, I think it's good to go. It just needs to take this bar out, which is the high of that bar is 63.09. So let's say over 63.20 or so on the Affirm. So there's a few ideas that I like. The DOCU, once it takes out the highs. I'm in the Twilio still, but only 600 shares. I used to have 1,000, sold half, almost half. So this one looks much, much higher still. So this is a long-term play for me for sure. Like, of all the plays that I have, this is definitely a long-term play. Fubo just triggered yesterday though, so it's a little bit late, but looks higher. So again, not a lot of ideas, but some. I always have some ideas, and not a lot of good shorts at the moment, but a few decent longs, like I the ones that I went over.
So we have a very unique learning opportunity for you guys to make Sami your mentor from April through June of this year. So I'm going to bring up some slides on the screen. If you guys want to leave, if you're sick of us, this is the sales pitch time. So if you got your stock ideas and you want to leave, that's totally fine. But if you want to learn how you can learn from Sami, stick around. So Sami says, Scoop C says Sami is the man. I know Scoop is from Sami's day trading room. So again, we're talking about the Pristine Mentorship, which runs from April to June, where Sami opens up the book and teaches everything. And Maggie's telling us, GT, join T3 and you'll learn so much. Sami is incredible. Scoop C says, I took the mentorship. I've been consistent ever since. And these are live chat messages. Buford T. Justice has said, Sami made me a lot of money on Baba. Buford T. Justice, Smokey and the Bandit is one of the most important films I've ever seen. So thank you for your name. And our friend Maria is saying Tesla buy bullish long-term. Okay, so we're going to go through this quickly. So again, I believe this is the biggest and best trader transformation program in the industry. We want you to go from confused to confident, inconsistent to consistent, frustrated to happy. One of the biggest things I've noticed is that a lot of people in the market seem to hate the market. So why are you doing it? You should either just go do something else or learn to be better. Our friend Chip is saying, I'm already in Sami's weekly trades, penny stocks, lots of fun. Yeah, you want to be happy. Otherwise, quit. Go ride a bike, lift weights, whatever. Okay, so very important. This is not a traditional plain vanilla online class because anybody can take you over a weekend in a conference room and babble for 2 days about all the amazing things they do, but they can't actually prove to you what it is in the real world. So, and these are messages just posted in Sami's room. David said, got lucky on someone canceling. So grateful I got in. Already paid off the tuition a long time ago. And David was talking about the mentorship. Scoop says, I did the mentorship last May. Unironically, it was when I became a consistent trader after that. Only red week since that, and then it's worth it. And Sean Dunn at the bottom says it was a great one. Lots of stuff. Took a few weeks to understand what worked and got covered my tuition in the first month. So awesome. So phase 1 is the orientation and live training. This is April 26th through 27th. So you learn the training, the Pristine Method course, and the Opening Rush live course. So very quickly, so all the trend analysis that Sami does, when Sami tells me, shut up, Mike, stop looking at the news, just look at the chart and keep it simple, that's where this comes from. It starts with the training. The core of everything you do is the technical analysis. And then it goes to live trading. So you go with Sami and James Young in the room. So he will trade in front of you and he will give you ideas live. Again, it's not just the boring weekend lecture. It's Sami doing it right in front of you. So you see how it works. Plus, there's additional lessons and things like gaps, scanning, level 2, market timing, all that good stuff. And then there are 5 group coaching sessions. So you can ask Sami literally anything you want. Sami has probably the most conviction of any trader I've ever met in his method, in what he believes, and he will give you the truth about anything right to your face. For example, like I've asked Sami about stocks I own. He knows I have big positions in. He will tell me right to my face if he doesn't like them or he thinks they're bad ideas. And that is the definition of a true friend, the person who will tell you the truth that you don't want to hear. So again, you could ask Sami and James anything you want during these coaching sessions. And then there's ongoing development. So you get 1 year of Sami's trading room, you get 1 year of his newsletter, and you get 2 more courses. So you learn more over the course of a year. So again, what makes this different? This is the biggest question you should be asking. What makes things different? Did I just go solo? Again, what makes this different? And this is the most important question you should always ask when you buy anything, which is, what makes this different from just another online class? The first thing is you learn the system from 2 world-class pros. Then you see them use it in real-world conditions in front of you. Then you get coached by them. Now, see, this is important because any idiot, including me, can fake it. I could get some slides and I could fake it and make you think that I'm the greatest trader in the world. But I cannot take you in the room and do it in front of your face. And that's the reason people like working with Sami, is because he will walk the walk right in front of you. And he does not hide anything. So that is the most important thing. You learn the method and then you see how it works in the real world. GT is saying, I want to be Sammy's friend too. We can't guarantee that just yet. We are working on that, a program where you can become Sammy's friend, but we cannot promise that just yet. That would not be right. So who is this for? So if you want to go all in on becoming consistently profitable, if you want intimate guidance and coaching, or if you want to go pro, this might be a good idea for you. So our mentorship classes last year had people from the USA, Switzerland, Sweden, Spain, Paraguay, New Zealand, Malaysia, all over the world. People are joining these classes. It's crazy. There are some people watching in Europe, like in the middle of the night, they're getting up at midnight or something crazy and doing and working with Sami in the middle of the night, which is amazing. So some students have been total beginners, but most have at least a few years of experience. So these events sell out fast and spots are limited. So think about it now. If you have questions, email our friend Amber at T3Live.com. Amber at T3Live.com. She's walked hundreds of people through the process of setting up these events, and she will also tell you if it is not a good idea for you. So she will be 100% honest, and she will tell you if this is a good idea or if this is a bad idea. So we encourage you to email her today. She also put her live link in the chat below. Click on that, and you can talk to her live, and she'll answer any questions you have. So I'm going to go through some testimonials just so you can see what people have experienced. So Micah from Hawaii said, confident enough to leave my job, move back to Honolulu, and trade full-time. I'm getting sick of Brooklyn. I would like to move to Honolulu, so I'm thinking about it. So yeah, Micah changed his whole life. Ken from Texas says he's sharing the money-making strategy that he himself relied upon. AJ from North Carolina said, seeing where James is now, I felt I could also reach his level. Brian from Seattle said, I covered the entire cost of the mentorship with one trade idea I got from Sami. So yeah, so Sami shares ideas live along the way. Milady, I should know this name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she said they are great at teaching and have the patience. Dennis from Australia said James shows a passion to see the students get started in their own trading careers. And I'm speaking fast because we have a crap load of these to go through. Ben from Canada said the gains became more noticeable following the mentorship. Ren from Virginia said it can change your life as it has mine. James from Texas says I made back what I paid for the mentorship and more during the week. Jason from California said I was green every day I was there. Phil from New York said my account was up nearly 20% in the 5 days of the mentorship. Collins from India said it was the experience of a lifetime. I watched all the way from India via live video streaming. Sami is phenomenal. Now, Collins is actually sort of the inventor of this program in a way. He was the first person to ever do it online because he couldn't get to the US during COVID. So yeah, he watched all the way from India and loved it. And one person who's attended multiple mentorship with Sami said, I learned a lot and was surprised at all the small, important details. Marlene from Illinois said, I learned so much that I did not want the experience to end. Newell from Florida said Sami's collection of material would take years to learn any other way. Zolti from California said outstanding experience, way beyond my expectations. So you get a whole ton of stuff, all the stuff on the screen. I can't talk anymore. So it adds up to $12,265. And that includes the mentorship training and coaching and the trading room and the newsletter and all the other goodies on the screen. Total value of $12,265. You can join the mentorship for $59.95, which based on today's food prices, that's like 3 dozen eggs and a cup of coffee with the way inflation is going. So $59.95, T3Live.com/mentor. If you have any questions, email Amber at T3Live.com. You could also click her live link in the chat where you can, if you don't want to talk on the phone or anything, you could just chat with her, instant messages. Again, T3Live.com/mentor. And email Amber at T3Live.com. So again, we encourage you to sign up. People love this. It's the best educational program we've ever offered. Sami and James absolutely kick butt on it the whole way through. They are amazing teachers and mentors. They will answer anything you want. And Sami, I think we should end by thank you for reminding us to keep it simple. Let's not waste our lives and lose our brains staring at the news and obsessing and trying to predict the future. So Sami? It's been an honor. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.